Covering Duval County, the school administration is surveying parents to get their views of mandatory school uniforms. Right now, the school board is only collecting data, but the board is expected to formally bring up the issue next year. Channel 4's Nicole Snyder is joining us live from school district headquarters. Nicole, some Duval County schools already have uniforms, right?
Tom, right now there are more than 50 schools with a uniform policy, and the superintendent says this is twice the number of schools that had a uniform policy 3 years ago, and this shows a desire for more schools like middle school and elementary schools to join. Showing off the latest trends may be at the top of the list for some students, but the school board is taking a closer look at what should be the focus of the day.
It does improve the discipline in the schools, and it's very uniform for everyone. No hassles in the mornings to see what I'm going to wear, and I think the children look a lot very professional.
Sometimes it's nice they can have their own opinion of what they should wear and their own taste and that kind of thing, as long as it doesn't get out of control.
This isn't the first time the school board has taken up a change in dress code. This is video from 2000 when mandatory school uniforms were in place, but soon the outfits fizzled out.
Really had good positive energy to begin with, and based on my conversation with principals, teachers, and some parents, and even some students that were in the system back then, the downfall of the uniform policy was the opt-out.
Dr. Vitti says giving students the option to wear the uniforms sent mixed messages to students, but he says since he's become superintendent, more schools have started uniforms on their own.
So we know that there's a renewed focus and belief in uniforms, and we feel like that could help all of our elementary and middle schools focus a bit better on discipline, safety, student achievement, limit the distractions, help parents financially.
This is the survey on the Duval County Public Schools website. It asks if the participant is in favor of students wearing mandatory uniforms. The school board says it will be evaluating this data starting next week to get an idea of what the public thinks. News4JAX crime and safety analyst Gil Smith says in some school districts, crime has been greatly reduced with school uniforms, reducing fights at a few schools up to 50%.
I think it's a good idea because it cuts down on the socioeconomic disparities between students. They feel more comfortable if they can't afford the really nice and fancy clothes.
And that online survey closes tomorrow, and the school board will be analyzing that data next week. The superintendent says there will be more meetings. They want to get more input from the community, from PTA, from advisory boards to really look at this and see if this is something they want across the board. I'm live at the school board. Nicole Snyder, Channel 4, the local station.